Hello children, welcome to another session of English. Unit 4, C Reading, Learn How to Climb Trees, Part 2. Let us have a quick recapitulation of the Part 1 children. Tigers ruled the thick forest of Kumaon and Garhwal Hills till the beginning of 28th century. Jim Corbett, who was brought up in that region, loved the surrounding mountains, forests and animals a lot. He was an excellent shooter who saved the lives of countless people by killing man-eaters. Jim Corbett narrated a story to show how necessary it is to know how to climb trees for people who shoot in jungles. One day, Jim Corbett and Har Singh went to shoot in a jungle. While returning home, they were attacked by a tiger. Children, we shall learn some meanings of the words which we come across the lesson. First one, children, terrifying, causing extreme fear. Collapsed, of a person having fallen down and become unconscious. Breadth, wide range or extent. Lantern, a lamp with a transparent case protecting the flame or electric bulb and typically having a handle by which it may be carried or hung. Knitted, make a garment, blanket, etc. by interlocking loops of wool or other yarn with knitting needles or on a machine. Sprang, move or jump suddenly or rapidly upwards or forwards. Children, now let us go into the details of the lesson by reading the text. The tiger came towards us with a terrifying roar. I had climbed up a rooney tree, but Har Singh could not climb up a tree as he had not learned to climb trees when he was a boy. The tiger sprang at him and he was screaming. Now I fired the gun off into the air. The tiger went away and Har Singh collapsed at the foot of the tree. I climbed down very silently and went to Har Singh. I found that one of the tiger's claws had entered his stomach and torn the lining from his navel to within a few fingers' breadth of the backbone. All his inside had fallen out. I could not know what to do. Har Singh told me to put his intestines back into his stomach. I stuffed them all back along with the dry leaves, grass and twigs that stuck to them. Later, I wound my pagri turban around his stomach and knitted it tight to keep everything from falling out again. We started for home walking for 7 miles. I led the way and Har Singh followed me. Holding the pagri in position, Har Singh told me that he wanted to meet the doctor. We walked for the extra 3 miles to the hospital. It was night and the hospital was closed, but the doctor Babu, who lived nearby, was awake. He asked me to call Aldia, the tobacco seller. When I returned, the doctor had laid Har Singh on a string bed. Aldia held the lantern and I held the 2 pieces of flesh together. The doctor was very kind. He sewed up the hole in Har Singh's stomach. I offered him 2 rupees, but he refused to take it. When we went home, the women folk. Children, let us know the summary of the lesson. The tiger came towards them with a terrifying roar. Jim Corbett climbed up the tree, but Har Singh could not climb up the tree as he had not learned to climb trees when he was a boy. The tiger ran away and Har Singh collapsed at the foot of the tree. All his inside had fallen out. Jim Corbett got down the tree and stuffed them all back to his stomach. Later, Jim Corbett wound his turban to his stomach and knitted it. They started towards home, walking for 7 miles. They searched for a hospital, but the hospital was closed. So they went to a nearby doctor for treatment. The doctor sewed up the whole thing into Har Singh's stomach. Jim Corbett offered him 2 rupees, but the doctor did not take it. Thus, with the help of Jim and doctor, Harsing's life was saved. Children, now let us learn some singular and plural forms of words. Let us see the first one, children. Here the given word is finger and it is in singular form. The plural form of the word finger is fingers. Second one, children. Here the given word is turban and it is in singular form. The plural form of the word turban is turbans. Third one, children. Here the word lantern is in singular form. The plural form of the word lantern is lanterns. Fourth one, claw. Here the given word claw is in singular form. The plural form of the word claw is claws. Now let us learn some antonyms of the words from the lesson. First one, children. We walked for the extra 3 miles to the hospital. Here the underlined word is walked. The antonym of the underlined word walked is ran. The doctor was very kind. Here the underlined word is kind. The antonym of the underlined word kind is rude. Let's see third one, children. I offered him 2 rupees, but he refused to take it. Here the underlined word is refused. The antonym of the underlined word refused is accept. When we went home, the women folk were crying. Here the underlined word is crying. The antonym of the underlined word crying is laughing. Children, now let us learn question and answers. First question, children. What kind of a person was the doctor? Justify your answer. Answer: the doctor was a kind person. We can justify it because when the narrator offered him 2 rupees, he did not take it. Second question, children. What would you have done if you were in narrator's place when the tiger attacked Harsing? Answer: if I were in narrator's place, even I would have fired the gun into air to frighten or chase away the tiger. Question number 3. What do you think the narrator wants to convey through this story? Answer: the narrator wants to convey a message through this story that life is an adventure and we have to face it.